Guys, everyone wants to make money, but the truth is, very few people actually know how to keep it. Making money isn't the hardest part. Holding on to it and growing it is where most people fail. A lot of people work hard, earn decent income, but still end up broke at the end of the year. And that's not because they don't have opportunities. It's because they don't understand money. The real problem isn't income, it's mindset. Most people believe that if they start earning more, their life will automatically improve. But what actually happens is the opposite. As their income increases, their expenses increase even faster. That's why you'll see people making good money, but still living paycheck to paycheck. The simplest rule of building wealth is this: spend less than you earn. It sounds obvious, almost too basic, but most people completely fail to follow it. Everyone thinks they understand it, but their actions prove otherwise. If you truly understood this rule, you wouldn't be struggling financially. Here's where people mess up. They try to save money in the wrong places. They'll argue over small amounts, try to cut tiny costs, but then go ahead and spend big on unnecessary things. That's the classic mistake: being smart with pennies and stupid with dollars. Real financial intelligence is not about being cheap. It's about being intentional. You need to know where your money is going and why. If you avoid spending on things that actually matter, but waste money on things that don't, you're setting yourself up for failure. One of the biggest traps is comparison. People don't live based on their needs. They live based on what others are doing. If someone buys a new car, you feel like you need one too. If someone wears expensive clothes, you feel pressured to match that level. But you don't see their full situation, their income, their debt, their problems. This mindset destroys you from the inside. You stop focusing on what you actually need and start chasing validation. The truth is, people don't care about you as much as you think. You're ruining your own financial future trying to impress people who aren't even paying attention. Think about this. A person buys one expensive item, like a piece of furniture. Then suddenly, everything else has to match it. New chairs, new decor, better house, higher lifestyle. One decision triggers a chain reaction. That's how people trap themselves financially. Most people don't fail when they're broke. They fail when they start earning more. Because instead of building stability, they upgrade their lifestyle. They think, now I can afford it. But they don't realize they're locking themselves into higher expenses. Wealth isn't built by big moments. It's built by daily discipline. It's the small decisions you make every day that shape your financial future. Every unnecessary expense, every impulsive purchase, every ignored habit. It all adds up. One of the most powerful things you can do is track your expenses. Most people avoid this because they don't want to face reality. But once you start writing down where your money goes, you'll see the truth clearly. Divide your spending into two categories: needs and wants. And you'll quickly realize that your wants are way higher than your actual needs. That's where most of your money is disappearing. People often believe luxury equals happiness. But in reality, a simple and controlled life brings more peace. When you're not stressed about money, when you're not trying to maintain a fake image, life becomes lighter. Another thing people ignore is health. If your health is weak, your ability to earn and grow is limited. You won't have the energy, the focus, or the consistency needed to succeed. But still, people destroy their health with bad habits. Habits are everything. Smoking, drinking, laziness. These don't just cost money. They reduce your potential. Slowly, they take control of you, and you start justifying them instead of fixing them. People say, "I'll stop tomorrow." But tomorrow never comes. That's how years go by without any real change. Another major mistake: depending on others. If you think someone else will fix your life, you've already lost. Nobody is coming to save you. The sooner you accept responsibility, the faster you grow. Whatever you do, give it your full effort. Half-hearted work never produces real results. If you're not serious about your own growth, no one else will be. And one more thing, don't let success get to your head. The moment people start earning a little, they become arrogant. They stop learning, stop improving, and that's when they start falling. Real growth comes from staying grounded, staying aware, and constantly improving. Making money is a skill, and like any skill, it can be learned, but only if you're willing to stay uncomfortable, stay disciplined, and stay consistent. At the end of the day, it's simple. Your habits decide your future. Right habits build wealth. Wrong habits destroy it. Most people make a critical mistake in life. They focus more on upgrading their status than improving their financial stability. They think that if they look rich, they'll become rich. But the truth is the opposite. The more you try to impress others, the more you lose control over your money. You've probably seen this. People wearing expensive clothes, going to fancy places, posting a luxury lifestyle online. But behind the scenes, they have no savings, no investments, and no real security. One small problem, and everything falls apart. That's fake success, and it's dangerous because it hides the truth. Real wealthy people think differently. They don't chase attention, they chase control. They treat every dollar like a worker, something that should go out and bring back more money. But the average person treats money like entertainment, something to spend for short-term pleasure. That's the difference. If you spend everything you earn, you're training yourself to stay broke. It doesn't matter whether you earn $1,000 or $10,000 a month. If you're not saving and investing, you're stuck in the same cycle. Now ask yourself honestly, are you controlling your money, or is your money controlling you? If you make impulsive purchases, buy things just because they're on sale, or spend money out of boredom, then you're not in control. And without control, growth is impossible. Another big issue is lack of focus. People try too many things at once. Today they start something, tomorrow they switch to something else. There's no consistency, and without consistency, no real progress happens. Building wealth requires direction and repetition. You need to stick to one path long enough to see results. But most people quit too early because they don't see immediate outcomes. That's why they stay average. Your environment also plays a huge role. The people around you influence how you think and act. If you're surrounded by people who constantly spend, complain, and make excuses, you will slowly become like them. You need to be around people who are disciplined, focused, and growth-oriented. Otherwise, you'll keep pulling yourself down without even realizing it. Here's a harsh truth. Nobody is coming to save you. Not your family, not your friends, not the system. Everyone is busy dealing with their own problems. If you don't take responsibility for your life, you'll keep blaming others forever. And blaming changes nothing. What actually works is building systems. Successful people don't rely on motivation. They rely on structure. They create habits and systems that run automatically, like saving a fixed amount every month, tracking expenses regularly, and reviewing their finances weekly. It sounds boring, but that's the point. Boring systems are what create consistent results. Motivation fades, but systems keep running. Your daily habits define your future. Small improvements every day lead to massive results over time. But small mistakes repeated daily can destroy your progress just as easily. Most people think they need one big decision to change their life. But in reality, it's the small, repeated actions that make the biggest difference. Time is another thing people waste without thinking. You can lose money and earn it back. But once time is gone, it's gone forever. If you're spending hours every day on distractions, You're sacrificing your future without even realizing it. Think about it. Even 2 to 3 hours of wasted time daily adds up to thousands of hours every year. That time could be used to learn, build, or improve something meaningful. But most people choose comfort, entertainment, scrolling, avoiding effort. And that's why they stay stuck. Now let's talk about risk. Many people avoid risk completely, and that's why they never grow. But risk doesn't mean being reckless. It means making calculated decisions based on knowledge. If you play everything safe, you'll never move forward. But if you take blind risks, you'll lose everything. The key is balance. Smart risk, not stupid risk. Another big mistake is stopping learning. People assume they already know enough, but the world is constantly changing. If you're not updating your knowledge, you're falling behind. Learning is not optional, it's continuous. Here's an uncomfortable truth. Discipline is boring. There's no excitement in it, no instant reward, but it works. Success is not about doing something extraordinary once. It's about doing the right things again and again, even when you don't feel like it. If you can't stay consistent, you can't succeed. At the end of the day, it comes down to one thing: control. If you can't control your habits, your spending, your time, and your focus, then you can't control your future. Money can give you freedom, but only if you're the one controlling it. By now, you've probably realized something important. Building wealth isn't about luck, it's about habits. But here's a truth most people don't want to accept. Not everyone becomes wealthy, because not everyone is willing to make the sacrifices required. People want results, but they don't want the process. They want money, but not discipline. They want freedom, but not control. And that contradiction keeps them stuck exactly where they are. So ask yourself honestly, do you actually want to change your life? Or do you just want to feel better for a moment? Because those are two completely different things. Feeling better is easy. You watch a motivational video, get a burst of energy, and then go right back to your old habits. Real change is uncomfortable. It forces you to face your weaknesses, fix your mistakes, and stay consistent even when you don't feel like it. And most people avoid that. Now let's talk about something critical: delayed gratification. It simply means sacrificing today so you can gain tomorrow. But most people today are addicted to instant gratification. They want success fast, money fast, results fast. But real life doesn't work that way. If you can't control your desires today, you won't control your future tomorrow. This applies to everything: your health, your money, your career, your relationships. Now imagine two people. The first person spends everything they earn. They buy what feels good in the moment. They justify it by saying, "You only live once." The second person saves a portion of their income every single month. They think before they spend. They sacrifice short-term pleasure for long-term stability. Now fast forward 5 years. The first person is still stuck, maybe even worse off, stressed, possibly in debt. The second person has stability, options, and freedom. That's the difference. Here's another truth. Freedom has a price, and that price is discipline. If you're not disciplined, you'll always be controlled by something: your job, your bills, other people, or your own impulses. People want freedom, but they don't realize it has to be earned. Now let's talk about integrity. Integrity means doing the right thing even when no one is watching. If you're not honest with your money, if you keep lying to yourself, "I'll save next month," this one purchase doesn't matter. You're sabotaging your own future. And the most dangerous lie is the one you tell yourself. Now let's address fear. A lot of people never take action because they're afraid. Afraid of failing, afraid of losing money, afraid of what others will think. But failure is not the enemy. It's feedback. If you're never failing, you're not trying anything new. But there's a difference between smart risk and careless decisions. You need to think, learn, and then act, not just jump blindly. Now here's what truly separates people. Consistency. You don't change your life in one day. You change it through small actions repeated daily. Over time, those actions compound into something powerful. Most people start strong, but they quit too early. And that's why they never see results. The ones who stay consistent, they win. Now let's talk about ego. One of the biggest hidden dangers. As soon as people start making a little money, they think they've made it. They stop learning, stop improving, and start ignoring feedback. And that's exactly when they begin to fall. Real success comes from staying humble, staying aware, and staying open to growth. Here's a harsh reality. The world doesn't owe you anything. You don't get rewarded for potential. You get rewarded for results. If you're not putting in the work, if you're not making better decisions, nothing changes. Simple cause and effect. Now let's get to the most important part, action. You've heard the ideas. You understand the principles. But none of it matters if you don't act. So here's what you need to do starting today. Track your expenses. Know exactly where your money is going. Cut unnecessary spending. If it doesn't help you grow, reduce it. Make saving a priority. Pay yourself first, then spend what's left. Fix your habits. Reduce distractions. Control your time. Stay focused. Keep learning. Build skills that increase your value. And most importantly, stay consistent. Not for a day, not for a week, but for the long term. Now here's the final truth. Money won't make you happy, but a lack of money can definitely make your life harder. So ignoring money is not wise. At the same time, money isn't everything. If you lose your health, your peace, or your relationships, then wealth loses its meaning. Balance matters. But balance is only possible when you have control. And control comes from discipline. Your life is a result of your decisions. If you keep doing what you've always done, you'll keep getting what you've always gotten. If you want something different, you have to do something different. There are no shortcuts. There is no magic. There's only one thing that matters: your decision.